Oh, sorry guys. What's up, everybody? I'm sorry, man. Sorry, I was talking to my wife, Karen. What's up? um, excuse me, y'all, for a moment. Excuse me, man. I'm sorry. That was funny. Yeah.
I believe you. I didn't say those things, Karen. I just liked your video. Can I like your video and laugh with you? What, you having a bad day or something? I believe you. I didn't even say those darn things. I always believe you, babe. I knew he was your sister all along. I just liked it. I was laughing my butt off. LOL. I liked it when your eyes lit up. It was cute. I loved your hair and your nails and your t-shirt. So please come back. I don't know what was wrong, what I didn't even say. go somewhere from that? I'm crying. Can you just please do it? Um, yeah, but it's kind of like now. No, I don't want to stand in front of everybody else. Oh, you are? Damn. Oh, your mom's not here either? You sure? You don't got me on speaker. Sierra, I think you need to take me back. Because Karen's being an asshole to me already, and Mom's being a jerk, Dad's being an asshole, and I don't know. I'm not kidding. But I'm not gonna force you. I just told Karen to go fuck herself. I said, she was like, oh, she's like, because I joked on something on a like a video that she sent me, like smacking her ass. She's like, cause she was sick too. She's like, oh, Tyler. She's like, oh, my sister called me that. You don't believe me or something like that. And I was like, yeah, okay, fuck you then. Fine, bye. And she said bye. I'm like, okay. I said, don't be crying for help because I'll just tell Sierra right now. I said, just to piss you off. I said, I'll go back with Sierra. I don't care. I said, I'll just piss you right the fuck off. How you like them apples? And she didn't say anything, so pissed her off. I don't care. I don't care. I even told her about the Texas girl too. I said, I'll go back with her too. I'll date 2 girls in the Peapod. I said, I just won't bring Sierra with me to Texas. I said, you know what I said after that? I said, how you like them apples too? She said, jealous, aren't you? I said, I hate girls that try to use me for money. I said, fuck you, Karen. You know what I mean? But I hate saying those words, but I mean, that's what came out of my mouth, I guess. Well, not, you know what I mean, not like just texting part. And she's like all the time, Karen's like all the time, like, I don't know. She just needs to fucking relax. And see, when I get off, she gets back on. So she's fucking lying to me already. I think she just wants to kick me off Instagram so she can talk to other guys. Isn't that what that means?
I think so.
See, I knew she was playing with me. You know what? I'm just gonna get rid of Instagram, period, now. Because that's just fucking pissing me off. Yep. She is. So, watch this. Maybe I'll do this to piss her off. Just to. Well, I'm not gonna do it because you didn't say a word about it, Sierra.
Do what?
You didn't hear me what I said, did you?
Mm-mm.
Yes, you did. What did I say?
Not really.
Oh my God, Sierra. I said you need to take me back. Before I. But if you don't want to, I mean, I don't care. I mean, that's up to you. You're just gonna have to, you know, you can still have your own apartment. You know? Alright. Yeah, I guess you can text me, I guess. I'm just bored. I mean, I just was really like crying and I'm bored and fucking I can't even play my PS4 now until she got me going. No, it's not just that because you're not here and I can't do it without, you know, when I can't. I just can't. No, I can't. Yeah, yeah, I done it before, Sierra, but I can't really. I get bored quick. I'm trying, Sierra, but you're not. You see what I'm saying? I am trying playing this, Sierra. My heart's stopping. I can't focus. All right, bye. turn and said to me, that pissed me off. I ain't either. I'm just standing here. And everybody's being mean to me, so there's nothing I can do for you. If you people don't think I'm normal, then don't. You guys should never ask me to date in the first place. When I was at Circle View. Simple. Am I right or wrong? Because that was simple right there. Yeah, you know. Because you don't want to be with me. No. Because you don't want to deal with my mom again. Plus you don't want to deal with my dad again. And plus you're happy with him. So there's your answer. And plus you guys are getting married, so there's no reason for it now. It's too late, Sierra. You already screwed it up. Well, because you got that, because you say you're getting married with him. You just said that when you're here. No, you said you two were getting married. I heard you. You guys were talking on the phone. I can hear Sierra. I'm not deaf. And you're talking about having a kid, and now you say you can't, and because, you know, sometimes you gotta quit talking like that, because sometimes you don't even know what's inside your brain. You don't even know what's gonna come out of your darn mouth. And by the way, we got inspections again. Because they didn't do it right. But they're not gonna come check my apartment. I'm gonna tell you that right now, because my apartment's been clean. It's just except for the dishes part, but okay. So Tuesday, August 6th, Wednesday, August 6th, it'll be like a Wednesday. August 7th is like a third Wednesday. Wait. I wish they would spread these out more. Okay, Tuesday on August 6th, Wednesday, August 7th, Thursday, August 8th, starting at 9 a.m. The housing authority will be reconduct your annual inspections. You do not need to be take for this inspection. If there are any aware problems in your apartment, you see, they're not coming in my apartment. I will fight for them not coming in my fucking apartment. Because I just cleaned this fucking apartment and they fucking tore it up last time. They ain't touching my stuff again. I'm gonna sue their asses for it. I can do that. Because here, I wish you were here. Last time you were in here, they screwed up. They didn't even put back my sofa where it needs to be. That's how bad it was. I will sue their ass next time. And it won't be the last. I'm being serious. I will sue their asses right now. And Dan Jones is not going in my apartment. I pay for rent here. I pay for rent. Well, I know too. They know. Dan knows to stay the fuck away from me. Because he likes to threaten me all the time. And I'll tell him he was just giving me a hard time because he thought I smoked in the bathroom. And I didn't. It's just brown spots. It's just a paint. And you stand there and accusing me that I smoked in my apartment. I never smoke. I chew. That's even worse. But I do it because of my grandfather. So if he's gonna, huh? So last time you were even here, he was standing there accusing me. Pretty much for fucking nothing. I'm serious here. If he keeps running his mouth, I'm punching him in the face. It's gonna go right down for real. I ain't afraid of his ass. And if Robert wants to stand there and make fun of me too, I'll punch him right down the throat. That's how bad it's gonna be. Mano y mano. And I just told Robert I'm not fucking around with him no more. This is it, Sierra. That will be it out of him. If he keeps throwing it in his mouth and he tells me my apartment ain't clean, because I bet you my mom called and told him come in my apartment and look. My house is clean, Robert. What's yours look like? I said, you're a fucking girl. That's what I said to him. I told him he was a fucking girl. I'm not gonna lie. He is. He can't be a... You know I can't text good tonight. My fingers suck. Well, you never give me your answer. You never give me your answer. rather hurt me.
You know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Fulton sets to pass it. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Now Oklahoma's punter out there getting set. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is brought in at the 21. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. The offense for the Ducks set to take over for their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The Ducks come up now 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw, and he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. Well, when we were setting up and going over our run-throughs early this afternoon, and I'm talking 6 hours before kickoff, we saw Isaiah Streets out there alone with just his young quarterback and center going through all sorts of different routes, making sure that they had everything ironed out, and it pays off there on the touchdown. Down throw. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense for the Sooners set to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a give, right side. It's Griffin, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run on first down. Gold, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mason. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, Gold. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Let's go, D.
Here's a 2nd and 7. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They'll drop the throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Kane. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards that time. Here's 1st and 10 for the Sooners. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Ready? 70, Indy. I'm on. X3, 218, chopper.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Sooner touchdown. Jamon Mason, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. The Sooners are going to line up and go for the 2-point conversion.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late.
And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. Devin Keller with his second touchdown of the night. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 8. The offense for Oklahoma back out there on the field. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the ball is knocked out.
They don't want it, brother. They don't want it. Keep playing great all day. Tonight, let's get it. 6-6, bullet high. Go.
2nd and 5. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way.
All right, you got to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 Oregon. He'll look to throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Hakeem Kane, 42 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. On those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Oregon offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
He's got his man on the crossing route. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
He continues to make plays, and he looks terrific out there right now. But what I've really liked, the way he's controlled this huddle, playing with a lot of confidence, and that confidence has been transmitted to the rest of the team.
Flushed out right. He's going to air one out for Anderson, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That one looks like he'll throw here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Isaiah Streets, 38 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. What a game he's had throwing the football. This is now 4 touchdown passes, and this offense has had very little drop-off from Marcus Washington. Starting to get a sense who might be on your weekly cover of your favorite sports magazine this week. So on the strength of 4 touchdown passes in the first college start for their senior quarterback, the Oregon Ducks are moving on to play for a national championship on Monday, January the 7th.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
That was a gutsy performance out there tonight. You took us to a national championship when nobody, and I mean nobody, expected you to. And for what it's worth, I'm really glad you stayed 4 years ago.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby, we going to the chip. Whew. One more game, baby.
We got this, man.
Oh, yeah. Football is my life, man. But you got to stay grounded in what's important. So I got a little surprise for you.
Isaiah!
Em, looking good, Emily. Oh, and I'm loving this hat.
Thank you.
Oh.
Absolutely. Is that magenta? Fuchsia? What color is that?
Okay. Hey, I bet he'd probably be good at off the board, huh?
Yeah.
Look, Emily has the best games.
Okay. If you had a unicorn, would you want its mane to be purple or pink?
Well,
Well, these are both tough, but good options. I'm gonna do pink, no question. Definitely pink.
pink, no question. No, look. You see, look, you don't pick from the options given. All right, the game is in the name. Off the board. Now it's clicking. Okay, look, if I had a unicorn, I'd have a mane that matches its horn. Silver.
I'd go with onyx.
Onyx. Okay. I told you she's a pro.
Hey, how are you? Todd Atwood. I'm Emily's dad.
Hi.
Can I talk to you for a second? She's too shy to ask, but Emily wanted to know if you could do something for her in the national championship game.
Yeah, of course. Anything.
She wanted you to throw 3 touchdowns.
3? I thought I said 4.
4 touchdowns.
Oh. Is that okay? Well, 4 touchdowns is a lot.
Yeah, but how can you turn down this face? Look at that.
But I'll see what I can do.
Yes.
Don't worry. He'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to see you again.
Great to see you.
It's nice to meet you.
You too.
All right.
We're days away from the national championship game, and there is one big question on everyone's mind. Can lightning strike twice? Last week, we saw a quarterback with no game day experience lead his team to victory in the college football playoff semifinal. Kyle, is this kid good enough to win a championship?
Not at all.
No, that's it. But hold on. I don't think he has to be. And let me tell you what I mean. There is so much talent on that team on both sides of the ball. Manage the game. Don't make the big mistake. I think they have a real shot. I do.
Kyle, we don't like managers of the game here at the table. Very boring, just like your shirt. I feel you, but I disagree. The team has a ton of talent, but they're going to need this dude to make some plays. They're not going to win if they hand the ball off 50 times.
You two be nice. You, Peter Schrager, do you think he'll rise to the challenge?
I do, as long as the pressure doesn't get to him.
Yeah, for real. He's about to feel that pressure. Listen, there's a lot of weight on this dude's shoulders right now. He wins this game, he punches his ticket to the NFL. He loses, and we'll see, I guess.
And then if you're a coach, how do you handle this? What do you say to a kid that has so much to lose on that field?
Hey, can I talk to you a minute?
Yeah, sure, Coach.
You know, I know it's hard to shut out all the noise. It's a lot of pressure. The only thing that we can control is what's right in front of us. And what's right in front of us is a game of football. Same rules as always. So you gotta take a step back. All right? You gotta breathe it in. You find a way to appreciate this moment, this time with your teammates, take in the crowd. Man, you do that, and everything gets real quiet. All right? So breathe. Take it in. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
I got you, Coach. Yeah, thanks.
Go.
Yeah, yeah.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as we'll see the Clemson Tigers taking on the Oregon Ducks. Here we go, the matchup we've all been waiting for. Number 1 versus number 2, and off we go in the College Football Playoff National Championship in Santa Clara. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. He's 1-0 as a collegiate starter, but now that pressure, it ratchets up quite a bit. The Ducks have it 1st and 10. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, Charles, the success that this quarterback had in this semifinal, how does it translate here?
Well, it certainly helps his mindset because he has to have a lot of confidence going into this one since he did it so well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Clemson now with a 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Jewell. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. Taken right around the 44. And now running right through him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this is going to set up 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line. The Ducks will come up now on a 1st and goal situation. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ducks have taken the early lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Clemson offense heading out for their next possession. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys are a little bit jumpy. Oh, you understand the same way, just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Clemson, of course, back in the college football playoff for the 4th consecutive year. Champions in the 2016 season. Trying to nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time there's a sack. Come on, fellas.
The Clemson punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. The offense for the Ducks set to take over for their next possession. Charles, we talked in the semifinal about Isaiah Street's brother Ezekiel, lost due to leukemia exactly 1 year ago today. But since then, Isaiah's been active in trying to help those who are going through the same struggles his brother went through. He formed a real bond, in fact, over the summer with one of them, 11-year-old cancer patient Emily Atwood of Centerville, Texas. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there, and even 40 yards. Well, that student section wasn't alive. They are alive and well now. That chunk play woke them up. It is starting to get really, really loud in here as this offense is on the move here in the first quarter. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon, from 13 yards out. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. So now 2 touchdown passes thrown, and we talked earlier about the young cancer patient, Emily Atwood. She asked him a week ago for 4 touchdown passes. Heck, he's already halfway there.
Yeah, Isaiah Streets relayed that story to us. It's a pretty tall task for a second career start. But the way he's looked these last couple of games, he's not fazed by the request, is he? He's halfway there.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. 1st and 10 now for Clemson. Going to hand to Jewell. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Ready to go. Check, 59. Recon, 132 fighter. 2.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cooper. And he's got his man on the out route. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Wide open receiver complete. And he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Extra point up and through, and that'll make our score 14-7. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Oregon offense set to begin their next possession. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Clemson offense here set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The offense for the Ducks set to take over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
it's caught inside the 25. And they rattle off a big one. 58 yards. If you were with us for the semifinal, we told the story. I mean, this is a quarterback who was heavily recruited out of high school 4 years ago. On signing day, had all the hats in front of him. People weren't sure where he was going to go. So many different offers. Wound up here, and it hasn't been the script he probably would have written. But what a storybook ending this could turn out to be if they can take care of business in this title bout. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Quintez Anderson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. There you go, Charles. Apparently all she had to do was ask. How about that? His 4th touchdown pass in this championship game.
Give her credit for asking. Give him credit for living up to it. And I bet they're both relieved that there won't be another game. She might ask for 8 touchdown passes in that one.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Clemson offense heading out for their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He's going to wind up and air it. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks come up now, first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to rifle one deep left side into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Back to throw is Cooper, operating from the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Cooper off the play fake. Simpson reels it in over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will score. Touchdown Clemson. Elton Poe in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. The extra point up and good. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Now back to throw. Oh, a dazzling catch there by Streets. Now, what a story this would be. Oregon 1/2 away from a first national title.
Hey, come on. Hey, you need to play better in the second half, all right?
What?
Just give me the ball, all right? Let me do my thing.
I agree.
Got it.
Hey, you know how much this means to me, right?
Of course I do.
Then make it happen.
Okay, man.
Just 1/2 remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Clemson offense here set to take over. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team, We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now running right through it. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Isaiah Streets, 40. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Clemson offense heading out for their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run with Jewell. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen. Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose.
You better be ready next time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Cooper. From the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now left side on the swing pass. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, past the 20. And this results in 6. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Clemson offense here set to take over. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Clemson now with a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
He'll have a 1st down inside the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. Elton Poe, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. So he's hit Pater twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the 2nd half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
That is caught. It's Streets. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Now that's a play that Isaiah Streets made time after time this fall on Saturday afternoon. And you got to think, is this champ? And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. Malcolm Huggins taking it in. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. Extra point forthcoming. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Clemson offense heading out for their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Cooper looks to throw. He's going to let it flop, and that's caught inside the 35. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football. Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, Cooper. Now a desperation throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A huge gain of 40 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Cooper will look to throw it.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Oregon offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, at this point, it's all about game management. See this one out, and you're national champions.
I think if you go back to the Marcus Washington injury and you ask the coaching staff, what % chance do you think you have of winning 2 games and winning the national title? I'd say they cap it at, what, 15, 20%?
That might be generous, and if you add nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. But just a sensational story behind a quarterback who had never taken a snap in college football until 9 days ago. The Oregon Ducks, for the first time in school history, are national champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the podium at midfield for the presentation of the College Football Playoff National Championship Trophy as we present your college football national champions, the Oregon Ducks.
Jack Ford. Talk about a long shot. And as a man who's known as the quarterback whisperer, and I suggest you trademark that, by the way, how are you feeling about your quarterback right now?
I tell you, this kid's amazing. He worked around the clock to prepare for this game. I never seen anything like it. And I am so proud of what he's done, and under this kind of pressure. Hope all you NFL scouts out there are paying attention, because this kid's special.
Come on, man.
You deserve it, son. Congratulations.
Coach, this is you. This is great. Thank you.
A perfect end to a too short season. You're leaving here a champion.
It's better than I ever thought it would feel. I can't even describe it, really. It's just to be up on this stage, celebrating with these guys. It's perfect. It's just perfect.
It is a perfect end, but it seems like you put up a pretty good case that it shouldn't be today. How do you feel about that?
I think I gave myself a shot. If the NFL comes calling, I'll pick up the phone. But this guy over here, this guy, good trophy, man.
Absolutely. Isaiah Streets, we are all aware of the loss of your brother and what it took to be here today. But can you tell us, in this moment, how you're feeling right now?
It's lots of feelings, Taylor. I made a promise to my brother that I was gonna... You know, none of this would have been possible without this man right here. This dude came into an impossible situation. He's got heart. Love you, man.
Yeah, I love you, man.
See? This was for you, baby! Yeah! This was for you! Yeah! Let's go!
A lot of emotions out on the field tonight. This is what football is all about getting hit and getting back up. And as you can see, in a season that was characterized by overcoming, these guys did just that and won a national championship. Back to you guys.
Right. Right. Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, he's actually right here. Okay, hang on.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going? It's Emily's dad. Look, I know that you got a lot on your plate, and I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I did want to tell you that Emily's out of her surgery, and she is doing great. She got to see the game and everything. You have made a fan for life in her.
Thank you so much for the kind words. Please have Emily stay in touch.
I will. Thank you. All right, bye.
Take care.
See you, baby.
College football season's wrapped up and the draft is 2 months away. Today, we kick off the NFL Scouting Combine. Over the next 7 days, more than 300 college prospects will run, jump, catch, and throw for NFL coaches and scouts. Kyle, who's your player to watch?
Okay, it's the mythical backup quarterback who just won a national championship. This guy who's played in 2 games. 2 games, and we're saying maybe a 3rd-round pick? Come on, the hype is unreal.
God, he did win a national championship.
Yes, he did. It was incredible. Peter, 8 quarters of football, 3rd-round pick. Get out of here.
If he blows up the combine like some people expect, he could be a 1st-round draft.
No way. No, Nate, no way.
Listen, this isn't a particularly strong draft class for the quarterback position. And you know when that happens, teams get desperate for that QB, and they start to reach a little bit.
Guess we'll find out soon.
Yes, I hear you, and I've been hearing you for the last 15 minutes. I'm on top of it. How many times do you need to... Yes, I'm on top of it. I'm meeting with... I've got a few other guys to meet this week, and then I know that there's a time restraint. I understand that.
Thanks for taking the time to meet me.
Yes. Well, I know what he wants. I understand what he wants. He's told me what he wants. You don't have to tell me what he wants as well, okay? Just, can you hold on for a second?
Okay, but
Thank you. No, just be quiet. I take any of the other top quarterbacks available, and I get praise, and I get to keep my job. I pick you, a player that barely even picked up a ball in college, and then I'm nuts. And the seat that I've got to sit on gets red hot. So why don't you tell me why you should even be on my radar?
I just won a national championship. And that's not the last trophy I plan to have on my mantle. You pick me, you better clear your shelf for some hardware.
Hey, I'm gonna have to call you back.
Call me back, but...
Yes, I'll have to call you back.
Hey, I love you.
I love you too, Dad.
Bye.
Are you for real? You and I have a mutual friend in common. Mr. Jack Ford. He and I served on the same staff in St. Louis together. What do you think he might say about your ability to lead a locker room?
Look, I respect Jack Ford, and I want you to...
Let me just stop you right there. Jack had nothing but praise to say about you. And frankly, now so do I. Listen, the truth is, my owner, he wants someone with the measurables. You go out there and you impress, and you will be on our radar. Can you do that?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Drink an extra protein shake or whatever you gotta do.
Okay.
Hand over your phone. I want to check your internet history.
You want me to give you my phone? Is that just like normal procedure?
You bet it is. You just give anyone your phone? If someone asks for your playbook, would you give them that too?
No? What?
You have something to hide? Look, son, this interview's about transparency.
I think I'm being quite transparent.
Not transparent enough.
You're on a mountain in Alaska on a bus going 100 miles an hour. Where are you sitting on the bus?
Bus in Alaska. I go front of the bus.
Not middle.
Nope.
Have you looked at the engine before you even got into the bus? Did you check the tire pressure?
I hired a professional mechanic to inspect every part of the bus, as he is more qualified than me, and I am aware of my strengths and weaknesses.
Are you being cute with me, son?
No.
You're not. Now give me a serious answer. Would you be in the front of the bus, the middle of the bus, or the back of the bus, or the passenger side of the bus?
I already answered the front of the bus.
Why?
Because if I can see where we're going, I can make sure we're okay. Is that the wrong answer?
Funny how many eyes are on us right now, huh? Breaking us down, picking us apart. Every mistake amplified. But we got it though, right? At least I know I do.
Hey, I'm looking for your agent.
I don't have an agent.
Didn't have an agent. Les Moore, congratulations.
For what?
For getting an agent. Me. Boom.
I don't think... Have I met you before?
You're about to know me.
Quarterbacks, group 4.
Looks like you're up to throw, kid. Go get him. Or should I say, go get him, client. You,
No, I'm good, man, yeah.
Yeah. That's good. Got a lot of people already. Full roster. 2 full.
New York fans were very vocal about you this week on social media. How would you feel about playing for the Giant?
Well, they're right. This is a team that needs a leader. And they know I could be the guy for them.
Very true.
What do you feel is your biggest strength as an NFL quarterback?
Well, I've worked with the legendary Jack Ford, so reading a defense is in my DNA.
What do you say to the critics that think you aren't ready to play in the NFL?
Well, they're right. I have a lot of work to do. I'm focused on getting better every day.
Let's say this all doesn't work out for you. What's your plan B?
No plan B for me.
That's a great answer.
It's very smart. Thank you.
Bavarian chocolate cake. Nice twist. That's my client. Let it go to voicemail. Build some anticipation. But if you answer it, you'll show that the teams can count on you. So, answer it.
Hello?
Congratulations. You're one of the select few players invited to this year's NFL Draft in Nashville. Please have your agent contact our office, and we'll see you in the Music City in April.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes! Oh, sorry. Wait. What are you gonna wear?
I never even thought about that.
Come on, Les. Think. What is he gonna wear? A suit.
I don't have a suit.
we can purchase one.
Hey. Give him the goods. Check this guy out, huh? It's a winner right there. Yeah. Come on, give him the turn. Give him a spin. That's it. Yeah, drink it all in.
It's okay, you don't have to do that. It's okay.
I don't think I have to do that.
Okay, right.
Give me the over-shoulder look.
There he is.
Look right here.
Looking good, man. Look my way. Hey, my way.
What's going on?
Just you, please.
Yep, yeah, no. Take it all in. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. Hey, this guy. How are you?
Welcome to the 2019 National Football League Draft live on NFL Network. An amazing spectacle right here in Nashville, Tennessee that has been filled with intrigue and drama, and it is all about to suddenly subside with answers to long-standing questions involving the Heisman Trophy winner, Kyler Murray. DJ, you're first. What are you expecting to see tonight?
Well, I'm just waiting for this first pick, not knowing what's going to happen with the first pick, and Kyler Murray specifically. That, to me, is the biggest story in this entire draft.
And for me, over the last few years, it's been about movement to get quarterbacks. You know, I'm looking to see, is there going to be some movement? Are people going to start jumping? Hollywood Brown and Cody Ford.
6 picks left in the first round. Can't afford my condo representing a second rounder. Sorry. We need more clients. Signaling here. Stinks. Hey, anybody know how much a 26th pick makes? No? If that's the bank calling about my condo loan, tell them I'm not here. Just...
Hello?
Hey, this is Brian Flores, head coach of the Miami Dolphins. We've had our eye on you for a while. We're excited. We're going to make you the newest member of the Miami Dolphins. You ready to go on that?
Coach? I'm ready to make 25 other teams regret their decision.
Good. That's what I like to hear. Welcome to the Miami Dolphins.
Thank you.
Come on!
It's coming up here.
He hesitates a little bit. Look at the timing of that throw. On the money. Doesn't have to throw it 40 yards down the field. Put it on the money, and you get a big play. Here we go. Here's the commissioner with effect.
Players only.
In the 2019 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select...
Let's start at the top with the Dolphins. Draft winners or draft losers?
Losers. How could you call them losers?
They filled the need at quarterback. That's great. They filled the need. They got a quarterback. Yay! And they spent a first-round pick on a 6th-round talent. That's a winner.
6th-round talent? Did you watch this dude play?
Yeah.
Did you see him at the
Thank
combine?
you.
Are you
Thank
serious?
you.
He's been jumping up the draft boards for months.
Yeah, I watched him start on the sideline in college. He couldn't even start for his college team. He's going to save an NFL franchise. Sure he is. And I'll tell you why, because this isn't college. For the first time in his life, he actually has a coaching staff who is putting their faith in him. A coaching staff that actually believes in him.
So where are we headed?
Oh, isn't it on the app?
That you?
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't gonna say anything because I'm a professional. But for what it's worth, I think you are the guy that's gonna turn things around here for our quarterback situation. You know, I played a little JUCO ball myself.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Had the coach in here last week, and I was not impressed at all. I do a little JV coaching in my spare time, so I have a really good feel about the game. Should've told him one of my plays. He could have used it this Sunday.
You know, I actually haven't even met him yet.
Coach Flores? He called defensive plays up in New England last year. But I'm a little worried about our offense. No offense. We lost Tannehill, Danny Amendola, the old workhorse, Frank Gore. They're all gone. You know that our best receiver is our running back. I get why they drafted you even after taking Rosen, because I think you could be the next Marino.